Hi, I'm Tim O'Connor, and welcome to the first reel of Discover duCret. The first piece of art we're going to talk about today is this sculpture. As you can see, it's of Frank Lloyd Wright. The artist is Boris Bly. Boris Bly studied with Rodin. He was also one of the founders of the Tyler School of Art, which is now part of Temple University, as well as the founder of the Long Beach Island Foundation of Arts and Science in Loveladies, New Jersey. What I love about this piece is how textural it is. It's extremely sculpted. The hair, the face. One thing interesting about this piece of art is this swooping arm holding this gigantic head, which weighs a ton. It's basically signifying Frank Lloyd Wright as a deity, right? The god of architecture. An interesting story about this piece is that I think it was 1962 or 1964, Long Beach Island was practically destroyed by the Ash Wednesday storm. Boris had a home in Harvey Cedars that was destroyed, and this piece was gone. A few days later, someone was walking along the beach, and Frank Lloyd Wright's head was sticking out of the sand. And that's how Boris recovered it, and then he gave this piece to duCret. Like I said, this was done in 1955. But if you look at some of his earlier pieces, like The Lady, this is 1933, I think. And you can see the difference in style, how smooth she is, how elegant she is, how she's very heavy, but she almost looks weightless in her design. She's very similar to that period in the 1930s of maybe a Rockwell Kent illustration, as well as what the style was of the time. Just 20 years later, we're in this very textural period where we came in the 1930s, a very elegant and soft sculpture. So that concludes the first episode of Discover duCret. Come back next week where we grab another piece. I actually have already chosen the piece for next week because I think it's really interesting. So stop by next week and see our next reel. So if you'd like to stop by, you're more than welcome. If you want to see these pieces in person or any of the other art that we have hanging all over the house, we're here on Monday through Friday, usually from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., except Friday afternoons. We actually leave at 1 on Friday afternoons, and then Saturday mornings. So if you want to stop by, you're more than welcome. The gate's always open, the door's open, and come and visit us.